Alright everybody, welcome back to some more Pokemon Scarlet. It is I, Xilestar, and today, a lot of things have happened off screen, of course. You'll probably end up noticing that a lot of things have changed. A ton of things have changed, to be fair. For one, all of my party Pokemon have now been EV trained to the way that I want them to. Where's my raid things? Raid ready. Okay. There you go. Yeah, so everybody has been fully trained up to where I want their EVs to be in. So Sprig has all of like his maximum EVs to where I want them. Same thing with Voltra Bird. Same thing with Twin Extra. Same thing with of course the Koraidon and all that stuff. Anyway. So, we're back with our team. I also was able to make a full, a really good, in my opinion, Sombria or a Quinquavel, who actually has a really good moveset. I really like it. It actually is very nice. I've started using markings to know which ones have been fully trained. And which ones... I don't know what the heart is for. Heart one's a bit weird, but I think diamond means that it is done, and I think square means that they are not done. So I'll double check with Muddy real quick. Oh, I didn't do Muddy yet. Oh, my bad. I thought I did. Oh, okay. I almost just messed up Muddy again. Okay then. So I also have a Skeletor that I named Crocopod. It's very funny. It's a really good Pokemon. I already know how good it is because we used a Pokemon with a similar typing. Evidence is right here, so we're already really know that that is a good move pool, or that is a good typing for the entire game, pretty much. And its move pool is actually really devastating. It's really powerful, and I really like it. You'll also notice that I have two Iron Valiants here. Something really cool about this is that this is my legendary one. Obviously, it doesn't have the move pool for it right now. That's because I use this in raids sometimes, depending on the Pokemon. So yeah, I definitely do that. This one is my Shiny Iron Valiant. So if there ever becomes a DLC for this game, I will definitely use this Pokemon as like the main our main Pokemon, pretty much. It didn't have a nature that I liked, but it's fine. You could tell how like old it is based upon because we're just about finishing February, and this was caught in December 14th. So yeah, so I was definitely able to get it, and I was so happy when I found it. I was like, oh, Shiny Iron Valiant, and then I caught it with a Pokeball, and I was like, I'm so happy right now. I got it. It's amazing. It's what I wanted. And then I, of course, got Mortis here to be fully geared up as ready to go as well. It has its hidden ability. It has everything else about it, which is really nice. And of course, you could probably also know that some of these Pokemon actually do have their hidden abilities. I don't know about everybody else, though. But I didn't do Sprig. However, I didn't do Sprig for one reason, and one reason alone. I wanted to do it on screen. I wanted to show that I did it, right? So as you know, by the time that this actually goes out, there has been a couple of 7-star raids. I haven't gotten the Pikachu one yet. It's not that I haven't tried, it's that I don't think I have the Pokemon specifically for it. I'm going to make 2 Pokemon specifically for it. I'm going to make a Sunny Day Lurantis, I think. Is it Lurantis? Is it Sunny Day or... I think it's Sunny Day Lurantis with Contrary, so though that could be done as quickly as possible with that method. Or I'll go with a different version of Muddy that will actually be very good. But I'm not 100% sure. But nobody can replace Muddy here, but I'm going to get a different one. It's going to be a little bit easier for us to work with, so hopefully that should be easy to go with. Oh yeah, you were my stockpile one, so I could get the Gastrodon to have that. Yeah. Okay. So as you can see, I have the Kent or Jotonian Whooper and the Meowth. Yeah, I think I showed that off too. But as you can see, I got the Cinderace. Cinderace wasn't really the fun one for me, personally. I think I was only able to defeat like 3 of them during the entire time, even online. So I never really did have a chance to go for it, kind of thing. Greninja, I only beat this thing once. I think I went online and I beat it once, and then that was it, and then I stopped. Charizard, oh boy, this thing, I farmed the heck out of it. I had so many XP candies. This was maxed. I think this was also maxed. These two were maxed to the brim at 999 by the time that the final Charizard day was there. Look at it now. It's barely there. It doesn't even exist. But I have 12 ability patches, 15 ability capsules. I've been collecting these things like they're just like they're candy, pretty much. And I also... And I don't think anything else in here is there. Yeah, a bunch of these Pokemon are holding certain items that I would need. Like this ability capsule... Or ability patch, sorry. And then these ability patches were... like, one was supposed to be a spare... And another one was supposed to be for Sprig, and then another one was supposed to be for something else. I can't remember what it was. But yeah, there were supposed to be spares. And then I didn't realize that I would have 14 by now, so yeah. So as you can see, we also have like all the Titans over here. We have all of the Paradoxes that I named Paradox A-01 to whatever. The reason why is because I believe that makes more sense. If they had the original classification as that, I would have definitely kept it. And if you go towards the other one, it's F, of course, because they're futuristic, whereas these ones are ancient, so it makes sense. The cool thing about these ones is that they actually have my trainer ID. The way you actually do this, by the way, is that in order for you to have the opposite game's Pokemon with your entry is you have to use the Union Room like feature. You have to be able to have someone from Violet being able to do that for you, and they go through the entire thing, have their Pokemon spawn so that you're able to find it. I was able to find someone that was able to allow me to catch all of these 7 Pokemon. And then after that I said, well, one thing that I really like to get a hold of is a shiny Iron Valiant, so we ended up trying to find out where the best location was to go and get it. Apparently there was 2. There was at the bottom before you beat the final boss, or the cave where we find our Roaring Moon, pretty much. Didn't find it there. So at that time, so I spent about, I think it was like 4 days, I think it was like 3-4 days, just going on different Discords, asking like, hey, does anybody like, can anybody help me trying to find a shiny Iron Valiant? I am Pokemon Scarlet player. And one person actually was able to help me find one, and then he wanted to get a shiny Brute Bonnet. I believe we were able to do it, or we haven't been able, or we didn't do it. I'm not quite sure on that. Definitely don't remember 2 months ago. So yeah. I also have a shiny Charcadet now. It's not Captain Kid's gender, so I can't name it Captain Kid, but it's fine. I was able to find one. Not too long ago, I was able to find a shiny Go-Go. This game, man, it's just too easy to find shinies. You have to, like... Oh, yeah, these are the ones that, like... These are just so that I have them. That's right. Yeah, and these are all my Pokemon that are available for raids in particular. Majuria was the one that I ended up using for the Charizard raid. I think I tried using Majuria. No, I didn't use Majuria for that, because it was recommended not to use that. So yeah. So Majoria didn't decide to use it for the Cinderace one, but this one has been a god specifically for the Charizard raid. I made an Iron Hands. I don't think it has the move pool correct, but it is perfectly geared for it. Sylveon was for the again, it was just to give variety specifically for the Charizard event. I think I only used it once, and that was it. I don't remember why I made Casrelia. I don't remember why. We also have Peria here. It was supposed to be a really good raid Pokemon. It was highly recommended to make one. To make a Berserker that has like all of this stuff. So I was like, okay, I guess I'll do that. Okay, I wanted to mention something about this too. Okay. So I did make an Azumarill for raids. I want to mention the reason why I made it. Cinderace was difficult. By far, it was the most difficult Pokemon I've ever had the displeasure of actually being able to face. So I succumbed to something that I did not want to do. I wanted to get a Belly Drum Azumarill. Now, this Azumarill didn't help me at all. I think Azumarill helped me once, but that was because we had like 3 Pokemon with Azumarill. We had 3 Azumarills. So I decided to, so I made my own, and I hated every single second that I actually had to use it. I don't like Belly Drum Azumarill. I'm not saying it's a bad strategy, but it's not a strategy that I feel comfortable with. Using any moves or using any items that has such a huge cost to it, in terms of like Belly Drum, it costs half your health in order to maximize your attack. See, that cost of half your health is such a cost that I do not like to use. So that's there too. Slowbro, this one I think was the one I made specifically to help me with. I think I made this for Cinderace, and then I found out that it's not the greatest for it. And I found out that it was, but it was too late because the Cinderace event was just at the end. But I made this one also specifically for the Greninja event too, which I never really did use it, I think. So that's fine. And Grimmsnarl here, which I didn't name, which I thought I did. Oh, I also didn't even name Slowbro. Interesting, I thought I did. For Grimmsnarl here, I made this one specifically for... I think it was for Cinderace. I think it was because I didn't like Azumarill. I didn't want to play Azumarill anymore. I wanted to just help people out. So I decided to go with Grimmsnarl to be my support Pokemon. And I don't think this guy has ever actually seen a raid. So he's pretty much a baby at that moment. And Mighty Boy here, I made it specifically for the Greninja event. It helps me out. I've also tried to use this for the... I use this one specifically for the... I'm going to use this one for the Pikachu event. Or I tried using it for the Pikachu event. Not really the greatest. I realized that when I first went through the first Pikachu battle, that my Terra type was water. So when I Terra'd in order to try and chunk its health, it thundered me. So it killed it in one shot, and I was like, well, great. So change that. Anyway, so what are we going to do now? Well, there's a few things that we can do in the game when we've finished. I haven't done any of them, by the way. Also, so far, that my most favorite raid event has been the Delibird one. It's easy to beat, plus you get a ton of Terra Shards that are opposite, like, that are just a bunch of random types, which is actually really helpful. Where is the Pikachu one? I might want to take a look at that later. That's not it. There it is. Okay, so that's not too far. I'm gonna see if we can find. I'm gonna see if I can find the thing. What is it? I'm gonna see if we can find the contrary, or even if it's not contrary, it doesn't really matter. Oh, right. Before I forget. Let us go and give the ability patch to Sprig. Now it's got Protean. It's actually been a long time since I've actually cracked open the game. I just played it a little bit yesterday just to try to do the Pikachu raid. And then I couldn't do it, and I was like, oh, I'm too tired. I don't want to do it anymore. Papaya berry, cool. Yes. Aka berry, cool. Alright, we got a Charty berry, cool. Probably just gives you a bunch of random berries because it's more of a forest kind of thing. That Sudowoodo definitely is not disguising itself as a tree anymore. Yachi berry, okay. Or yak berry, I don't know. I just want to make sure though. Okay, yeah, so I just still only have Pokeballs, good. I don't know, there's just randomly like certain random events that just give you like random Pokeballs that I don't use. Like I think that like one of the raids I think is supposed to give you like a love ball or something like that. I don't know if I ever did that one. Not quite sure. Lurantis. I need you. I need you on my team. Well, for raids. Pokeball. I also found out that once you've caught a Pokemon, the only way that you can guarantee that you know that you've caught it is if it's a crit cat, apparently. Which is very strange for me which is very strange to actually know that kind of information, because that's not how the old games worked. Crit cap only really just shortens the duration it takes for you to know that the Pokeball will capture the Pokemon. So I've caught it now. I have no idea why this is a thing, but it is. Thank you. Let's see here. Do you have Contrary right away, or do you not have Contrary?